I mean, I know we're ready. Other people may not. That's their business. Nor do we have the strength or the ability to make nobody do nothing. You know what I mean? Okay. But this time, it has to be, there's so much involved, so much wealth, so much ability to do wrong, all this artificial intelligence floating around, you know what I mean? Where they can levitate stuff in and it'll kill you or do this, and they think it's somebody else did it, and they happen over there. All that. We have to be mature, and we have to help the people go through this period, or we'll have a wasted opportunity and mass slaughter. Mass slaughter. Okay, other people are playing. Look, they have to be crazy not to think that what they're doing right now, I know they was lying on the radio. It couldn't be that. They said, that the increase of prices just recently is 40%. Anybody here?
Yeah, I've heard that number too. Yeah.
40%. And ain't nobody making no money. You know, people are starving to death. Homelessness is far and wide. They forget the Depression. Franklin Roosevelt pulled it out with all them WPA, this programs, you know what I mean? He pulled that was the closest America ever been to rebellion. The bonus army came here in the 20s, and MacArthur run them out. They was all parked all down in Anacostia, right? And they took tanks and ran the bonus army. They said, we want our bonus now. And they was saying that song, we done built highways to the sky, but buddy, can you spare me a dime? Or something like that. The people cannot read simple history, and that wasn't, some people were still alive from then, right now, still walking around. Maybe they're little children. But there's enough research to know that really happened. That really happened. It's not the imagination. And when you put people in a certain situation and make them half crazy, they'll accept anything. That's why the Germans accepted Hitler. Hey, Sieg Heil. Because they stole all it, they put them all in hurt where you ain't got no money, and so Hitler promised them the sky, and he gave it to them for 3 or 4 weeks. And they fought to the last German almost. They made them come all the way. It was a few people, they was Sieg Heil until Hitler burned himself up. Yeah, I don't know it burned himself. I mean, a lot of people say he went to Argentina. That's okay, it don't make me no difference, right? In a place like Bavaria. And people have testified that, the Führer, well, it's too much power, it's too much weapons, it's too much foolishness for us to take a chance with boss man, right? Tell the truth. I mean, it's too much of this stuff for us to take a chance with our family and then, so we have to, if we're the only ones sitting in here that's even thinking about this stuff, then we have to do it. I mean, we can coach a few people and get them in and around, but we have to be convinced. We have to be convinced. Is this real? Is this real? Now, what's the alternatives? Let's think about it. I'm just saying, everybody should think, what the hell is the damn alternative? and you got people running around depending on you to make these damn decisions. They're depending on, you got kids, they can't hardly walk and talk and laugh. They're dependent on their parents to make the damn decision for them. They'll burn their behind quick. They won't say, oh, this is poor little children. They just nice.
They definitely doing that right in our face. They the first one, women and children, they kill it.
Hey man, what are we gonna do? Look, we got to examine if the Negro is correct, if the Negro makes sense, then let's F the rest of the people. If they want a new car or something, let them have it. Hell, you go on, nigga. I don't care. But is this true? Is all the stuff that we've been discussing all this time true? Have the forecasts come out 80%, 90%? Don't let it be like 95 or 98% correct, right? Forecasting, if this stuff is like that, and it don't make no difference whether it's coincide with what they wanted to do, what they're trying to do. Has it been that concise? We ain't gonna say all the time, but the majority of the time. Uh, hell, nobody asks to be comfortable here. Hell, and I mean, we got it pretty good. You know what I mean? Go to Yemen if a nigga don't like it here. Excuse me. Go to Yemen. Go to Lebanon. Go to Iraq. They just blasted all that stuff down and say, okay, we're going home. And you there and you don't have a country. It's all gone. And they sent a few $1 million a day to Afghanistan. Like it's, you know. And you wonder why Iran is holding out. Iran don't have to be perfect, but they got the right idea. They said, no, man, bump y'all. Bump y'all, just bump you, man. You know, F you. That's what they're really saying, technically. In Farsi, that's what it means. Right? F you, man. You do anything you want, then you want me, you won't tell me. No, man, bump y'all. And they got rid of the coons, the Iranian coons, and all of them. They sent them there with their friends. Who's a little pink lady, pink. Yeah. They say you go there with them, and then they get all mad. You know, hey, look, the transition, the changeover is coming. Now, what it is I know this gets redundant, but we have an opportunity to shape and fashion some things. And then it's just a mathematical, well, how often is this correct? And what does that make sense? And, that type of thing. Okay, let me speed up. So we went through one-stop institution, historicize, archive, chronicle. Right. This stuff is so much now, we'll have to combine a lot of stuff, because we don't have, technically, we don't have the time to organize step by step and movement and da, 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 da. So at this point, I would like to say, are there any more questions? Because there's a few things I would like to turn this off in a minute and we'd say.
Brother asked, Did you notice the attitude of the German chancellor concerning the pipeline between Russia and Germany? I don't think he will go along with boss man cutting the pipeline if the Russians invade Ukraine. What do you think, brother Imam?
I think hell is cold in Germany, and the Russians, you're going to sit there and like freeze to death? A lot of y'all never been to Germany, have you? Well, I've been to Germany. Alemania, they call it in Spanish. It's muy frío allá. En el invierno, or what is winter? Yeah, something. It's cold in Germany in the winter. Not as cold as Russia. No, 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 no. But for me and you, people of this color, is chilly. I mean, it's cold. And the U.S. is telling everybody, I don't want you to buy heating oil or nothing else from Russia. Why don't you guys just freeze? Huh? What the heck? And the Germans, they're not even laughing. They're not paying no attention. If you ask me, what do I think about the Germans? The Germans have been tired of boss man for a long time. The Germans and the French, they fought each other 3 times, but finally, in that thing they worked together. And if you see the French guy, whatever his name is, he's running around spinning a bottle and all that stuff. But they're not, look, and all that stuff, they're trying to get people's mind off of them being a fool. Look, the oil has gone up to, what is it, 91, let's say $90 a barrel. You know, oil, the highest it's been is getting up to 110, and it ain't got but a few more dollars to go. That's expensive oil. If oil is $90 a barrel, if Iran sells its oil at $80 a barrel, I'm just telling you I was on the plane with the oil minister, and I was saying, how's the oil embargo going? He was just laughing. The way he was sounding was, if you sell it for $5 cheaper, everybody will buy it, $5 cheaper. That means if you sell it for $85 a barrel, they'll have the ships parked outside. $85 a barrel. Not $50, which is okay, right? $85. Have you noticed the embargo on Iran, that they ain't talking about it much? One, the United States is closing their eyes to the stuff. They trading oil. And ain't nobody saying nothing. And they're sending oil to Venezuela. And now Venezuela is getting their stuff, so they're going to be back on the market too. Not that they, see, when I was down there, Venezuela was the richest country down there. And the best license plates to have would be, a passport would be a Venezuelan passport. Not a Colombian passport, but Venezuelan, maybe Brazilian. Because Venezuela was the richest country down there. All that oil. And it'll be right back. Anyway, so as far as the question, what do we think? Boss man not bites the dust, but is wallowing in the dust. He's in a mirage in the desert, taking the dust and rolling on in it like it's water, right? Because he's in a mirage. Boss man is going crazy. And everybody knows it. You think the Europeans care anything about what he says? And he's telling them, you guys freeze to death. That's what he's telling the Germans, right? And everybody else over there. You guys freeze to death. You got a pipeline come straight from Russia to there. Cut that off. Tell them to go to hell. Don't mess with them. You think they're doing that? I bet you, I wish you could calculate how much gas is going up there now. No, they're not going to do that. They're not, I'm just saying, real political reality. A boss man is done because, see, everybody have seen that boss man ain't doing nothing for nobody but himself. And it ain't for the American people, it's 2 or 3 people getting all of it. And they saying, bump you Germans, bump all of y'all, right? And that's why ain't nobody with boss man no more. And then 2 weeks ago, it was too much,